oh, ha ha. Oh, ha ha. Oh, ha ha. Hello, everyone. Welcome to my video. Today I'd like to talk about the truth about Nirvana for the people who have the wisdom. If you are a real person who want to attain Nirvana this life, you have to listen to me early, because I have attained Nirvana for 19 years. I'm ready to help everyone on this earth to attain Nirvana this life as well. I'm ready. But are you ready? It's up to you. Aha! Aha! The topic to speak in this video is the topic to speak in this video is before speaking with someone, we have to think, but we cannot realize. Let me explain. In this video, I want you to understand about the first idea or thought process, because the idea is the heart of quenching of all suffering. In everyday life, before you say something to someone around you, you have to think according to the meaning of the fictional language, and then within a fraction of a second, you open your mouth to speak out to someone around you. Can you realize your thought? This story is not ridiculous, but it's very hard to understand, or hardly impossible to understand, or you don't want to understand, because you have never heard someone say like me before. So, first of all, you must open your mind to listen, with intent to listen, and try to understand every story I convey. When you listen to me, you must consider along as I said over and over again, until it goes deep into your heart. Then you will understand it. And finally, you will have opportunity to attain Nirvana this life. The true Dhamma in Buddhism is not possible to teach each other, because there is nothing to teach. Dhamma or fruit of Nirvana is a pure religion. It doesn't have the fictional language to say. It's universal truth. True Dhamma in Buddhism is not in Prataya Pitaka. It's not in the teaching of monk or nun, but it's in your thought. It's in my thought. Realizing your thought is the best way to end all suffering. If you want to overcome anger, overcome suffering, overcome depression and anxiety, you must try to understand every story I convey in this video. Until you can realize your thought. That means you have mindfulness and wisdom to end all suffering, and then you can live without wanting happiness and without suffering. Can you understand me? In this talk, I want you to understand about the first idea or thought process. In this video, I say, before you say something to someone around you, at first, you have to think according to the meaning of the fictional language. Before you say something to someone around you in everyday life, you have to think according to the meaning of the fictional language within a fraction of a second, and then you open your mouth to speak out to someone around you, can you realize your thought? For example, if you want to say something to someone, such as, hello, how are you? Where were you born? What's your job? How are you? Can you drive? Can you swim? As I said, before you say something to someone, at first, you have to think according to the meaning of the fictional language. Can you realize your thought? Before you say something to someone around you in everyday life, at first, you have to think according to the meaning of the fictional language. And then, you open your mouth to speak out within a fraction of a second. Can you understand me? As I told you, if you want to say, hello, 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 how are you? What's your job? How are you? Before you say something to someone, you have to think according to the meaning of the fictional language. But you cannot realize your thought. Can you understand me? The story in this talk is very difficult to understand, or hardly impossible to understand, or you don't want to understand, because you have never heard someone say like me before. First of all, you must open your mind to listen with intent to listen. Can you understand me? And consider along, as I said, over and over again, until it goes deep into your heart. Then you will understand it. Okay. The following example can help you to understand about the first idea was thought processing. You know, the idea is the heart of quenching of all suffering. If you want to overcome anger, overcome suffering, overcome depression and anxiety, you must try to understand every story I convey in this video. For example, you know, as soon as you see this word, that C-A-T, you can understand the meaning of cat. There will be an image like this in your thought. Can you realize your thought? As soon as you see this word, cat, the meaning of cat will lead to what you see now. You were taught to believe this is a cat. As soon as you see this word, goat, there will be an image like this in your thought. A goat say, bah, bah. A cat say, meow, meow. A cat say meow. A goat say bah. Bah. Meow. Meow, meow, bah, bah. Such kidding. You know. As soon as you see this first that a bottle of water, the meaning of a bottle of water will lead to what you see now. There will be an image like this in your thought. Can you realize your thought? As soon as you see this, a bottle of water, the meaning of a bottle of water will lead to what you see now. We call a bottle of water. Can you understand me? In the same way, in this video, I want you to understand about the first idea or thought process. As I said, before you say something to someone around you, you have to think according to the meaning of the fictional language. But you cannot realize your thought. before you say something to someone around you, you have to think according to the meaning of the fictional language within a fraction of a second, and then you open your mouth to speak out to someone. Can you write your thought you want to say? For example, if you want to describe about a cat, you want to say, this is a cat. A cat has 4 legs. 1, 2, 3, 4. A cat. This is a cute cat. A cat has 4 legs. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a cat. If you want to describe about what you see now, you were taught to believe this is a cat. You have to think according to the meaning of the fictional language within a fraction of a second, and then you open your mouth to speak out. This is a cat. A cat has 4 legs. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you say, a cat say, meow, meow, meow. A cat say, meow. This is a cat. Can you understand me? In the same way. Have you ever heard someone say like it before? You must try to understand every story. If you want to overcome anger, overcome suffering, overcome depression and anxiety, you must try to understand this story. And if you want to say this sentence, or this sentence, at first, you have to think according to the meaning of the fictional language, and then you open your mouth to speak out. Such as, if you want to say this word is written language. If you want to say like this, you open your mouth to speak out. At first you have to think, I love you, I love you, I love you. It means spoken language. But what you see now is written language. I say, I love you, I love you. If you want to say the sentence, I love you, I love you, can you realize your thought? You want to say, I love you, or you want to say, I hate you, I hate you. You know, the true Dharma in Buddhism is not possible to teach it rather because there's nothing to teach. This is the reason that I have to borrow the fictional language to create content and story to talk to you further understandings about the various ideas or thought processes. Because the idea is the heart of quenching of false suffering. Can you stand me? The true Dhamma in Buddhism is not in Patayapitok. It's not in the teaching of Monk Ronan, but it's in your thought, it's in my thought. Until you can realize your thought, that means you have mindfulness and wisdom to end of false suffering. If you want to overcome anger, overcome suffering, overcome depression and anxiety, you must try to understand. You must try to understand every story I convey in this video. Please bear in mind.